Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Mandy with My Trainer Mandy, your holistic lifestyle, fitness, and nutrition coach. Happy Thursday. I'm super excited to come to you guys live tonight. I already have it all set up here with my tripod, and back behind me, I have my rebounder, my little mini trampoline. So tonight, we're going to be getting down with a rebounder workout. What the plan basically is I'm going to show you some different exercises and movements and things that you can do actually on the rebounder, and then potentially you can put together your own workout. But I'll kind of give you some tips and some hints on some different things that you can do. But I know not everybody has a rebounder, but if you guys remember, it's maybe been like 3 or 4 weeks ago, or maybe even, probably maybe 4 or even 5 weeks ago, where I was at Walmart and I did a live Facebook video because they had rebounders there. I mean, I wouldn't say they were necessarily on sale. It was just regular price, but they were at a super great low price, like $24, $23 and some change. So like $24 to get yourself a little mini trampoline, which is a great way to get a good workout in. They're a lot of fun. They're small, so you can fit them in, your home or your house. You don't necessarily require having like a big trampoline out in the backyard. So if you just tuned in, do me a favor, comment below, say hello. I see I have a lot of viewers. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your night to join me here for this live Facebook video. Once again, we're going to be talking about the rebounder, which is a little mini trampoline, and I'm going to take you guys through a quick little brief workout. It may not necessarily be the most hardcore workout ever, but this is obviously something that you can start incorporating through your workouts. Hey, what's up, Erica? Thanks for tuning in, beauty. What's up, Rebecca, Desiree, Carissa, who else did I see? Joe Arredondo, Tracy Ann, Policia, Ron, Cynthia. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, feel my love and appreciation for everybody. It's going to be awesome. So really quick too, before I forget, I want to remind you guys about my free event this Saturday at the Northgate Juice Joint. So come out and see me. Also you have to be present to, win potentially, but also we're going to be doing some drawings for some really cool stuff like the detox foot baths that I do at my naturopath's office, as well as some infrared sauna sessions, as well as some of my programs, some coaching with me, and then some stuff from the Northgate Juice Joint, some juices, some smoothies, a t-shirt. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come see me this Saturday. It's from noon until 2 p.m. at Northgate. If you know anything about College Station, chances are you know of Northgate. It is right across from the campus, and it's like where all the bars and all the action occurs there in Northgate. So it's a lot of fun, and it's called the Northgate Juice Joint. It's all organic. It's one of the only 9 green restaurants in the United States, which is really cool. So Lisa does put a lot of effort into everything that she brings to the table with her business, and it's super amazing, and I love it. And of course, that's why I'm here to promote that as well, to remind everybody in the Bryan College Station area that there are places that you can go to get really super high quality, nutritious foods. Like I said, there's juices, smoothies, salads, wraps, all kinds of stuff, you name it. So, hey, Erica, once again, what's up, Rebecca? What's up, Monica Duncan? How are you, beauty? What's up, Wayne Davis? So once again, guys, feel my gratitude. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Brandy, I see your hearts. I appreciate you, beauty. And Carissa. So, guys, do me a favor. If this video resonates with you, we're going to be talking about working out. We're going to be talking about the lymphatic system. We're going to be talking about the importance of exercise. Of course, I'm going to be demonstrating the rebounder. Do me a favor and share this video on your timeline, because chances are you have people that are your Facebook friends that are on your timeline that could see this information and potentially turn their life around, turn their health around, turn their life around, get excited once again about exercise, get excited about putting high quality nutrition into their body, potentially reversing any kind of dis-ease, right? Or any kind of health challenges they may be experiencing. So let me give you a little bit of information too about me really quick. First of all, the disclaimer, especially when it comes to working out, guys, you require being really careful. Everyone is at different levels for sure. But my name is Mandy Fonville. I'm a holistic lifestyle, fitness, and nutrition expert. I have been a personal trainer since 2005. I'm also a certified yoga instructor. And I also have a certification in advanced food healing. So I'm super passionate about supporting others in transforming their life specifically. So I would, look at it more as lifestyle coaching. Basically, supporting people in remembering their truth, supporting people in remembering that they are amazing, they are divine perfection, and that they can heal their body, they can have the most incredible life, that they can have a super fit, healthy, sexy body, they can be healthy, they can have their relationships, the job, everything that they actually desire to have. So that's what I'm here for, is to remind people of that. I am the truth bomb dropper. So what's up, Selena? How are you, sister? What's up, Judith? I appreciate your support, love. How are you? I appreciate y'all so much. Selena says yes. So Anyhow, the disclaimer is everything that I share, right, is going to be for informational purposes only, for educational purposes. A lot of this too has to do with my own personal testimony about the things that I've been through. And so I'm not here to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure anything. So all the information that I'm sharing in this video is obviously going to be something that you can use at your discretion, right? So, hey, what's up, Jill, Hendry, Renfro? Thanks for tuning in. Selena, I appreciate you too, beauty. So, yeah, once again, it's just amazing. And I want to put that disclaimer out there. And if you have any questions about me too, feel free to comment below if you have any questions. I pretty much already said it all, I believe. My name is Mandy Fonville, holistic lifestyle fitness and nutrition expert. I'm 36 years young, super, super passionate. I reversed my health challenges. I no longer take any medications at all, and my life is amazing. So without further ado, I'm going to get to what the video is actually about tonight instead of talking more about that. If you choose, I have a lot of Facebook videos on my page that you can go and check out. I mean, I pretty much share it all, being raw, being authentic, being real, dropping them truth bombs once again. So let me talk to you guys really quick about the importance of exercise and the importance of movement, which is obviously what we'll be doing here in a second with the little mini trampoline. So we have something called the lymphatic system. A lot of people have no clue what the lymphatic system is, nor do they understand the importance of having a good functioning lymphatic system. So most people have heard of the circulatory system. Okay, the circulatory system is the system in our body that has the blood, right? It's responsible for nourishing our cells, moving the blood through the body. So we have a heart. The heart is actually a muscle, and the heart beats to actually pump the blood through the body, once again, to nourish the cells. But we also have something that's called a lymphatic system, which is the most crucial system of the body, and is actually what is pretty much known as the sewer system of the body. And it's responsible for getting the acids and the toxins out of the body. And unfortunately, most people today in America, especially those living the typical lifestyle of an American and eating the standard American diet, potentially sedentary, not exercising enough, not getting any movement in, chances are they're dehydrated as well. They don't drink enough water. They're drinking sodas and all kinds of other stuff, energy drinks, tea, who knows, coffee, things like that. But potentially, the acids are backing up in the body, and then the lymphatic system becomes congested. And when the lymphatic system becomes congested and cannot get rid of the acids out of the body then becomes very acidic, which leads to something called acidosis, which this is the basis of all dis-ease in the body. So when I say dis-ease, that's basically DIS-EASE, because it's essentially imbalances in the body. So when you can correct those specific imbalances, of course, your mindset has a lot to do with that as well. So there's always an emotional component. But when you can correct those imbalances in the body, you can have optimal health. So the goal is to remove the roadblocks that's causing you to have dis-ease, right? So that you can have your optimal health. And it is very, very doable. And it just takes commitment. It takes someone willing to make a commitment to change their lifestyle, to get healthier, to turn their lifestyle around. So I see a lot of people just jumped on. What's up, Kelly Locke, Valerie Cerna, Joyce Heikman? I choose to know how to pronounce your name, beauty. Joe Campos, Luis. And yeah, feel my love and appreciation. Thank you so much, Joe, for your support. But yeah, so the lymphatic system is really, really important. That is why exercise and movement is key. So even guys, let's just say potentially if you have health challenges, you're not feeling very well, so you can't really exercise. There was 3 years of my life where I didn't exercise at all. And it's okay. What I did was I took a lot of walks in nature. I did very light, yoga and stretching, the foam roller, things like that, lymphatic drainage massages. But I got myself into a tiff. I took antidepressants for 16 years. So I'm not just the person that has all these certification that's here spitting knowledge at people. I have my own personal testimonial of what I've been through and what I've overcome and where I am now. As you can see, I'm a very passionate person when I'm talking about these subjects, and that is why. Because I've literally reversed all of those symptoms, completely got rid of them, obviously got off of medication, detoxed my body. I got off the antidepressants June of 2012. So it's almost been, I guess, 5 years in June that I will have been off antidepressants. I don't take any medications at all. I haven't in like almost 5 years as well. And I just live a holistic lifestyle. So that's what I'm here to promote, and that's what I'm here to educate people about, is that it is very doable. It's very possible. And once you get to a certain point, really, there's kind of like no turning back. I actually too gave up alcohol. It's been over a year and a month since I've drank alcohol. That's a really, really, really big deal as well. So, I'm really proud of the, obviously the commitment that I made to make a change in my life. And I'm proud of myself for what I've done. And I know, my friends, that you can do it too. And I'm here to support you. So if you have any questions about anything, always comment below this video. video, whether you're watching the replay or you're on here live right now. And you can also too send me a private Facebook message at any time if you require any support, because I can promise you from the bottom of my heart, I am most passionate about supporting people getting healthier, supporting people and getting off medications and literally turning their life around, right? Getting rid of the dis-ease. That's why I took the time to get this certification in advanced food healing. And we have protocols from everything from like acne, autism, cancer, constipation, I mean, you name it, lupus, Lyme, fibromyalgia, like every single name that's out there for a dis-ease in the body, we have protocols for it. So it's a really beautiful thing, and I love what I do. So once again, if this video or anything I've shared with you already resonates with you, please right now hit the share button. Share this information onto your timeline, because I guarantee you there is somebody in your friends list and on your timeline that potentially could see this video and then have new hope, right? They can have the understanding that there is something that can be done versus just taking, prescription medication out of a bottle because that's what the doctor recommended for them to do. Because you can heal your body naturally with food. Understand that food is nutrition. Food communicates with our body down to a cellular level. And if you start putting the right high quality nutrition into your body and eliminating the things that are potentially causing, challenges in your body and challenges for your digestion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because I could go on all night. And then obviously the mindset is crucial too. You really require getting rid of negative thinking and, self-sabotaging, self-destructive behavior, things like that. So, it really is an all-encompassing, transformation and commitment that you require making, but it's very possible and it's very doable. And that's exactly what I do for people. And I promise you that every single night when I go to bed, I can go to bed with a full, happy heart because I know that I'm making a difference in people's lives. And that's why I take out time, just like right now, doing this live video to share this information with people and let people know that it is possible and give people that hope, right? It's so beautiful. So before I start crying, let me move on to the next thing. Carissa says, yes, I healed mine, 25 medical problems and healed. Yes, I appreciate you, beauty, and I acknowledge your commitment, and your testimonial is amazing, and feel my love for you. It's so awesome. Yes, you're awesome. Keep it up, sister. So the lymphatic system, once again, it's the sewer system of the body. Potentially, when anybody has any kind of dis-ease in the body starts breaking down. Acidosis leads to premature aging and all kinds of other things that start going on in the body. The body actually will start leaching calcium from your teeth and from your bones to buffer the acids in your body. So if you're leading a very highly acidic lifestyle, let's just say if you're putting foods and beverages into your body that are very, very acidic, thoughts and stress and worry and fear and all those other kinds of very low vibrational frequency emotions that people potentially function off of nowadays just because of the world that we live in, those things also too can lead to a very acidic body. So just understanding what's actually occurring and what the lymphatic system does and what it's responsible for really is a big deal. And that's why it's not just like, oh, go exercise, you can burn calories so you can lose weight, so you can be lean, because everyone nowadays, it's like the focus is about weight loss and looking a certain kind of way. But I'm here to promote health. I'm here to talk about health. And once you get healthy and once you start taking those steps and doing the things that you require doing in order to live a healthier lifestyle, then the weight will fall off naturally, right? You will lose body fat. You will naturally be lean and you will feel amazing. And also too, in case you guys weren't aware, our fat cells actually encapsulate acids and toxins. So if somebody's potentially overweight, then that already tells you right there their level of toxicity. So the goal is that you're trying to reduce the amount of toxins in the body. That's why living a holistic lifestyle is important. That's why supporting the body and detoxification is important. So the more you can release these toxins out of your body and reduce the amount of toxins that are going into your body by changing what you're eating, obviously the quality of food, non-GMO, organic, all those things are super important. Also putting high quality nutrition into the body with juicing and smoothies and organic fruits and vegetables and things like that, then you actually can reverse, like I was saying, the symptoms, okay? So it really is possible and you can do it, but it requires a commitment. It requires taking steps in that direction to take your body and take your health in that direction. And that's exactly what a holistic lifestyle is about. So once again, if you just jumped on, you guys, I'm sure you're probably aware, but I'm having my event this Saturday at the Northgate Juice Joint from what time? It's from noon to 2 p.m., okay? But there's free parking from 11 to 2. So obviously get there a little bit early. It's free parking at Northgate. And then the event is from noon to 2 p.m. I'm going to be dropping dropping the truth bombs, doing a presentation. We're going to be giving away some free stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Kids are welcome. They have a small little inside area where you like order and everything. And then the outdoors area is really nice. It's beautiful. It's colorful. She has all of her little planters with her herbs and her kale and all that kind of good stuff. It's like the perfect, most beautiful environment that I could have possibly imagined to like do my presentation. So, hey, what's up, Teresa? How are you, sister? Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Jackie Bundren? How are you, sister? Louise says, Carissa, you're amazing. I read your testimonial. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what's up, Mandy Howell? Thanks for tuning in, sister. So, once again, you can reverse your dis-ease. Do I believe you can get off of your medications and heal your body with food? Yes, absolutely I do. So I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. No, I'm not a doctor. And yes, my disclaimer is everything that I share here is for educational purposes only and from my own personal experience. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me via private message. Let's chat. If you have some health challenges going on and the doctor's giving you some kind of diagnosis and you're popping pills every single day to feel good, that's not the answer, guys. That's no way to live. That's not living, okay? That's like existing. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Like, I love when people reach out to me because this is what I'm passionate about. Hey, what's up, Marie Garcia? Thanks for tuning in, beauty. So once again, we were just talking about the lymphatic system. That's why it's so important that you guys exercise. And even if you can't do really hardcore, high-end exercise, that's okay. You can still take like a walk in nature, which would be great to get the sunlight, hear the birds chirping. Maybe you can go walk by the beach or walk by the pond or walk by the lake or something like that. But even walking, because the cross pattern motion that happens when you're moving your arms and your legs actually will produce endorphins and the feel-good chemicals and stuff in your brain. And it will actually help your body in suppressing any kind of like depression or anxiety or anything like that you may have going on. And it's a great time to connect with your God, source, creator, universe. So use whatever word works best for you, but it's a great time to be out in nature, get some vitamin D, get the light into your body because we are of light, which also brings me to another point. When you're eating foods that God and nature intended for us to eat, that's full of light, that's living foods like your raw fruits and vegetables and making the smoothies and the salads and the soups and things like that, you're actually bringing light into your body. Like the whites of my eyes and the blues of my eyes have gotten bluer and whiter with the lifestyle that I lead because I'm getting healthier and healthier and healthier. So literally it's like the fountain of youth. You can start reversing the aging process once you make the commitment to go in a certain direction. I am living proof, and I know a lot of other people as well, my fellow brothers and sisters who are health coaches and who are super passionate about this lifestyle. I mean, they have a lot of before and after pictures and stuff as well, and it's very, very beautiful. So hey, what's up, Lori? Thanks for tuning in, sister. So while I'm talking about that, the exercise is super, super important, but I also want to caution you, if you have challenges, especially with your kidneys, if your kidneys are compromised and potentially not able to support you in releasing the acids out of your body, you require being very, very careful with overextending yourself in terms of exercise. That's why a lot of times, hey, what's up, Becky Creo? Thanks for tuning in, sister. A lot of times people, especially like the whole New Year's resolution or type situation, people are like, yeah, I'm going to get healthy. And so they get gym memberships. They potentially change their diet, but they're crushing it in the gym and their bodies are not healthy. So like we've talked about already, and you guys know if you follow my page, I'm all about health, not necessarily like, oh, let's go work out. That's why you don't see me doing a whole lot of like workout stuff, because that's not where my main focus or main passion is. I believe fitness has its component. Nutrition is way, way up there, because what we put into our body is responsible for how we're going to feel, and potentially if you're feeding dis-ease or if you're feeding health, right? So nutrition is super key. And then the mindset, consciousness is king. So whatever you're thinking about and whatever you're believing about is going to be true for you. So that's why we require paying attention to what we focus on. So having a very positive attitude about yourself, about your life, about your health, and about what you're capable of for sure is like ground zero of getting committed to changing your lifestyle. And so unfortunately, a lot of people, they start out with these really hardcore workout regimens. They're freaking crushing it in the gym. Like I walk into the gym and I see someone on cardio equipment and they're still on that cardio equipment when I leave the gym like an hour later. And you know, God love them. They're trying. They don't necessarily know 80% of your nutrition or 80% of your results actually comes from your nutrition. So if you're eating a bad diet, but then you're, you know, choosing to go crush it in the gym, thinking that you're going to be able to counteract that diet, guess what? That's not how it works. Not only that, when you're eating crap food, you're going to feel like crap. And remember that food actually is what communicates with our cells. Food is what keeps us healthy. Food is what supports us, right, in nourishing our body. So it's down literally to like a cellular level. So it's so much more than just like, oh, I'm going to go eat this donut and then I'm going to go run 5 miles, you know, on Saturday, and I'll go run another 5 miles on Sunday to make up for this donut that I'm going to eat. That's literally not necessarily how it works. Calories are about energy. And yes, you can look at calories, but I have never, ever been one to count calories. I do not promote counting calories. And what I share with people is, have you ever seen like a gorilla out in the jungle counting calories? Have you ever seen animals counting calories? No. And are animals overweight? No, they're not, because they're eating what God and what nature intended for them to eat. So when you're eating processed and packaged foods that you're finding on the aisles of this grocery store that's sitting there until you, the consumer, or anyone else comes along to purchase that, and then you're putting it into your body, you have to think about how long that's been sitting there on the shelf. And it has all kinds of preservatives, chemicals, additives, colors, all of this stuff to make it appetizing to you, to allow it to sit there on the shelf until you're going to pick it up and eat it, or purchase it and eat it, or feed it to your children, and it's not nourishing your body. Okay, so it's preserving the food, but it's not preserving you or preserving your life, and it's harming you. It is harming you, and it is essentially, it's poisoning you. It's poisoning you. You're poisoning yourself. Okay, so that's the truth bombs. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. There's no reason to sugarcoat it. Like, once I learned all this information, my life literally changed. So it has a lot to do with the food that you're putting into your body, the stuff that you're putting onto your body. So if you're putting something on your body, like your lotion, your makeup, your shampoo, everything that you're putting on your body, if it's not something that you would eat, then you really shouldn't be putting it on your body either. And the reason is it only takes like 12 seconds once you put it on your body for it to go into your bloodstream. So then that's one more thing that your body has to filter out the toxins. So like I said a second ago about acidosis, and of course that is, the root of illness. When the body becomes acidic, you require doing a lot of things to support the body in detoxifying in order to reverse that and become more alkaline. So there's a lot that goes into it in terms of detoxification, your lifestyle, your thoughts, your nutrition, exercise, and all these things. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people I know that are watching this video or potentially are going to watch the replay, and maybe you already have yourself in a tiff. Maybe you're already on a lot of medications. Maybe you already have health challenges. Maybe you're too weak to exercise. And I understand. I don't blame you. And you probably shouldn't be, hammering it out in the gym or hammering it out in exercise. The focus, therefore, would be to focus on what you're putting into your body. So if you're drinking soda pop, soda literally is liquid poison. High fructose corn syrup, all of that sugar. Don't think that, I can just drink this Coke because I only have one a day. Or don't think that, it's okay because I'm drinking Diet Coke, because aspartame is actually worse for you than just drinking a regular Coke with pure cane sugar. Aspartame actually is a neurotoxin, and it kills off your brain cells. So yeah, literally, guys, I could go on all day, but the main thing is to understand that what we're putting into our body is so important. And it's not hard to lose weight if you change what you're putting into your body. So you can't expect to be putting junk in your body and feel good, because you won't. Like, you wouldn't go out to your car and put dirt in the gas tank and expect the car to run. The car wouldn't even start. The car wouldn't even run, right? So once you make this realization and you're like, okay, well, I love myself enough to live a healthy lifestyle. I'm choosing to have an amazing, wonderful physical experience while I'm here on this earth. I'm choosing to be around my loved ones, my family members, my children. I'm choosing to have a long, healthy life so that I can have a healthy life and be here with my children. And obviously, too, encourage your children to grow up and have the healthy lifestyle as well. It really is important to get clear on these things. So I get really frustrated when I see a lot of stuff about people eating really bad diets and then, I'll just work it off later. This many calories and it takes this to burn off these calories. No, don't even have that as a part of your thought processes. Realize that if it's not something that God or nature intended for you to eat, if it wasn't put here on this earth to nourish our human body, then you shouldn't be putting it in your body. Okay. And it's really sad, the state of affairs that we are dealing with here in the United States of America, and our FDA, who apparently is supposed to approve things and make things, make sure things aren't harmful for us to eat. Well, guess what? They're not. So if you're relying on your government and your FDA and you believe that just because it's out there on the shelf that it's okay for you to eat, please, my friend, do a little bit more research, because that's not the situation. So what I highly encourage you to do is eat stuff like meats, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, fish, eat stuff that comes from the earth. Okay. Don't eat anything that comes out of a package or process. So feel my love and appreciation for everybody who's on this video. I just am so passionate about it that you wouldn't even imagine. And I appreciate everyone who's here for sure. And I'm going to show you guys a really cool workout, but I was choosing to get all of that out of the way. The last thing I'm going to do is promote really hardcore exercise, especially for those people who have health challenges, who are on a bunch of medications, whose kidneys potentially aren't filtering out the acids, whose lymphatic systems are congested. Their body is literally overburdened by toxins and overwhelmed. The liver is overwhelmed. I mean, if you have any symptoms at all, cancel. If you have any symptoms at all, the liver is already overwhelmed. overwhelmed and overburdened, or you wouldn't be experiencing any physical symptoms. Also, too, the root of all illness is in the gut. So if your gut's imbalanced, you could potentially have leaky gut, an imbalance in your microbiome as well, where you have pathogenic bacteria, fungus, parasites, molds, things like that literally are overtaking the good bacteria. You're not going to be able to thrive that way. That's why it's so important that you concentrate on what you're putting into your body, that you detox and cleanse your body, you fix your hindered digestion, which is all stuff that I do with my program. So I have a 21-day transformation challenge where I support a lot of beautiful, amazing women mainly, but I support men too. So I have online programs. I also do one-on-one coaching, and I also have a 4-week fast track transformation program that's actually, my next group is starting Monday, March the 6th. I'm taking 10 ladies, and I already have 4 that are committed for it. So essentially I have 6 more spots left for that. But it's coming up on Monday, March the 6th, if you're interested in that. So I highly encourage you, especially if you have any kind of health challenges and you're on medications and stuff like that and you don't know where to start. Believe me, I can support you. I promise. I've been there, done that. And I would love more than anything to chat with you about it. So if you're interested, send me a private Facebook message and I'll give you more details and information about that. Because like I said, more than anything, I'm super passionate about that. Okay. So please reach out and let me chat with you about how I can support you. Ask me any kind of questions if you have any questions as well. So the reason I'm saying all this before we do the workout is because if you do have health challenges or your kidneys are potentially not filtering well and you have congested lymphatic system, please do not start crushing your workouts, because when you work out, your muscles actually produce lactic acid, and that's just one more thing that could potentially overburden your body in order to filter out the toxins or the lactic acid, right? So things continue to build up. So the goal would be is to obviously make sure you're drinking a lot of water, high quality filtered water. I recommend at least a gallon a day, 3 liters to a gallon a day. That's a great way to remove toxins and flush toxins out of the body. Also, dry skin brushing. If you've never heard of that, go to my trainer Mandy Fonville page, and there's a video on there about dry skin brushing. Also, Epsom salt baths are great. There's a video on my page about Epsom salt baths. So these are all things that will support your body in detoxing. So of course, in my programs, I have all these things listed. They're called the detox support tools. These are things that will support your body in eliminating toxins. The other way that we eliminate toxins is breathing. So make sure you're breathing deep. Like, breathe all the way in, get the air down into your stomach, breathe all the way out. So many people are in fight or flight, or, they're sitting at a desk all day, they're hunched over, their head's forward, they're in fight or flight. Your subconscious mind is operating in the sense that you're like running for your life from a bear out in the wilderness. And it doesn't understand that you're just stressed out because rent's due in a few days, or you're stressed out because you and your boyfriend are fighting, or you're stressed out because your kids are acting up, right? So when you have things like that going on, that's another thing too that sets, the will in motion for your body to even to be more acidic, right? So we require breathing really, really deep. That's a way that we release toxins, as well as sweating. Okay. So if you're compromised and you can't do a lot of exercise, you can do stuff like the infrared sauna, which I've talked about before in other videos as well. My naturopath here in Bryan College Station, Lynn Hall Newton, her business is called Creekside Wellness. She has an infrared sauna there at her office. So if you're in the Bryan College Station area and you're interested, you could do the infrared sauna if you were either way you can do it, but especially if you're not able to do like physical activity, the infrared sauna would be a great way to get a sweat. Even taking like a really hot shower will support your body in perspiring, right? Or just taking a walk, like I mentioned earlier. So sweating, breathing, peeing, okay, making sure you're peeing enough, which means you require making sure you're hydrated, which means you require drinking a lot of water. Also, remember too, if you're drinking caffeinated beverages, even caffeinated tea or coffee, you require way more water to counteract that caffeine, because caffeine is going to obviously make you pee even more, right? But it also will lead to dehydration. So if you're consuming caffeine, it's really important for sure to make sure that you're getting enough water. The other thing I was going to mention was pooping, right? So the most important thing you see in my profile picture with the poop emoji, let it go. Seriously, let that shit go. Like, let it go literally and let it go figuratively. Because when you hold on to that stuff, mentally, when you're hanging on to the past, it's literally like you're wearing a freaking backpack with a ton of bricks in it. Who wants to carry that stuff around, right? So take off your backpack, take out those bricks, toss the bricks out, and start living fresh and anew from the moment of now. The point of power is always in the now. It doesn't matter what even happened 5 minutes ago. It sure as hell don't matter what happened 10, 5, 15 years ago. None of that stuff matters. What does any of that have to do with where you're at right now, potentially where you're heading? So the point of power is always in the now. So it's really important to stay focused in the now. And when you focus your attention in the now and you're consciously creating your thoughts from moment to moment to moment, and you're thinking about now, then you really have no time to start dwelling over the past. And you really have no time to start having anxiety or worry, which is AKA fear of your future, right? So getting all that very clear. And a lot of times constipation, guys, The reason, especially females, have constipation is more fear-based. They're holding on to something. There is something they're not willing to let go of. So like I said earlier, consciousness is king, and consciousness will always supersede everything. So there's potentially something that may be going on that if you're not able to go to the restroom very well, of course, diet plays a huge factor in that, because if you're eating like cakes, cookies, and candies, think about dough. Think about what bread's made out of. When you think of thick, gooey dough, when they make it, before they bake it to like make bread and cakes and stuff like that, and then you put that into your body, like our intestinal tract is about 30 feet long. Our small intestinal tract is about 25 to 27 feet long. And then depending on your size, if you're a big person or a petite person or where you're at, your colon is about 5 to 7 feet long. It really just depends on how, what size your body is physically. But if you think about that, and then you're putting stuff in there that can gum up your pipes, like the doughs, the cakes, the cookies, the breads, things like that, and not necessarily all products, because like sprouted grain bread, if your digestion is strong, you can handle sprouted grain bread. But most people are eating the white, refined, processed foods, the tortillas, the breads, all the things that I just mentioned a second ago, the cakes, the cookies, the candies, and that is going to gum up the pipes. So if you're not pooping good, that is the first let's just say that is the biggest challenge that people are experiencing that is causing toxins to back up in the body, is because they're not pooping well. So like I said a second ago, mentally is, really important to get that in line, in terms of if there's something that you are having challenges with letting go of, is really getting clear that you require letting that stuff go. Love it and transform it. Love it and allow it to transform. Okay. So let it go, get rid of it. Okay. And then also what you're putting into your body. And if you're dehydrated and you're not drinking enough water, chances are you're not going to poop very well either. So there's a lot of things that could lead to potential constipation. It's not like there's just one thing, but honestly guys, constipation is one of the biggest reasons why people have health challenges, because the toxins are backing up in the body. So just imagine, they actually say people can be between like 5 and 10 pounds of impacted fecal matter that's sitting in their small intestinal tract, like 5 to 10 pounds. Seriously, imagine. So if it's sitting in there in your colon or in your small intestinal tract, and your body's continuously reabsorbing the toxins from the fecal matter, I mean, it's waste. It's fecal matter. Like the body's already utilized everything and taken the nutrition and everything that it requires, and everything that's left over is to be released out of the body. And if it's still sitting there and your body is reabsorbing those toxins, yes, you're going to be acidic. Yes, you're going to be sick. Yes, you're not going to feel very well. And I can attest to it, because I used to suffer from constipation too. And it doesn't feel good, right? But there is ways to get rid of that. There is ways to turn your health around. There's ways to turn your life around. There's ways to turn your thinking around. And that's what I'm here, is to support people in that. I'm not ashamed to talk about pooping. I don't care. I love the poop emoji. I love to talk about poop. I love to talk about let that shit go, literally and figuratively, because it is so critical that we do that in order to have optimal health. Like seriously, that's like one of the main number one things that is so important. And so many females that start my program, they're like, yeah, we'll only poop every couple days. And some people, they only poop like once a day. Some people poop like once every week. Like that is not normal. We are supposed to poop every time after we eat. It does not matter what your age is. So just because you're getting older, which I don't like to use the word older, but just because, you're 40 years young doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be pooping. It doesn't, not at all. But if you're taking, like over the counter medications, if you're taking pharmaceutical drugs, if you're taking anything that is not of God's plan or of nature that we're supposed to eat, that literally our bodies can break down and digest, then chances are you're going to have some challenges with constipation for sure. So reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why you potentially have the constipation and things that you can do to support your body in getting rid of it. But like I said, I have a lot of, especially women, and I believe that's a lot too, is because, the emotional component of it all, right? But I have a lot of women that they don't go to the bathroom very well. And obviously too, if you're not going to the bathroom very well, you're not going to be able to lose weight either, because like I said a second ago, the toxins and stuff back up into the body. So the body becomes overburdened. Literally, the kidneys become so overburdened and congested, they are not able to filter the toxins out of the body, because the kidneys are overburdened, because you're congested in your digestive tract, right? So you have hindered digestion. You're putting food into your system. It's not getting broken down properly. It's sitting in there. It's feeding the bad bacteria, the bad bugs. It's feeding all that. Okay. They're festering, they're repopulating and everything else. Right. And then your liver becomes overburdened because of all the toxins that they're releasing, as well as the fact that you have all the toxins that's being released by the impacted fecal matter that's sitting there in your colon, continuously being reabsorbed. Right. And then, so your liver's overburdened, which then guess what that does? That stresses out your body. So that usually leads to stressing out the kidneys, because then the kidneys have to take over to get the toxins out of the body. And guess what sits on top of the kidneys? The very small, tiny adrenal glands literally sit right on top of the kidneys. So they're going to get stressed out because the kidneys are stressed out. And not to mention, most people are already in fight or flight anyway, like I said a second ago, because of the world that we live in. It's 2017. People are freaking out. They jump out of bed. They already are having heart palpitations. They're super stressed. They have so much stuff going on, right? They're freaking out, and they have all this stress in the world because of the world that we live in today. They have the electronics. They're being bombarded by the electromagnetic frequency waves, which are EMFs, which are things that we don't even see that are existing all around us. Okay. So they're being bombarded by so many things. And then of course, the emotional stress, the mental stress, the politics, gas prices, traffic, your job security, health insurance, health challenges. I mean, I could go on all day, right? So when you're functioning out of that, the fight or flight, and you have all that going on, and like I said, it's called your reptilian brain. So even if intellectually you're trying your best, sometimes, unfortunately, the reptilian brain will take over, okay, because it doesn't understand that, like I said, you're not running from a bear in the woods, okay? So then all these other symptoms start occurring in the body because your body's trying to save you. So when you're functioning out of that all the time, the adrenal glands are going to be stressed out. The adrenal glands are going to be taxed. That's why we require taking time for ourselves, taking time throughout the day, to stop, to meditate, to pray, to get clear, to come back to our heart center, to do some grounding or some earthing, to get some sunshine, to listen to some high quality like music and sounds and beats and things like that can support you in transforming your mind. But there's a lot of things that you can do to support your body in coming back into balance, okay? And so like I was saying, if you're operating in that and your adrenal glands are already super stressed out and you're putting caffeine on top of that because you don't feel good, so you require having that cup of coffee in the morning or whatever it is, energy drink or whatever you choose to partake in, but you require having it to get going, then you already know right there that your adrenal glands are compromised. So instead of calling it like adrenal fatigue, I like to just call it adrenal dysfunction, meaning that the adrenal glands are not able to do what they're actually supposed to do because they're being overstimulated to continue to produce adrenaline because you feel like shit, right? So you're having the caffeine to get you functioning throughout the day, and then you have caffeine potentially later on like mid-afternoon because you're starting to have that slump or that crash or that lull again, maybe around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So then you have another pick-me-up. Maybe it's caffeine, maybe it's chocolate, maybe it's candy, maybe it's sugar, but it's something else that you're putting into your body to give yourself that false sense of energy, right? And then the cycle continues. You don't sleep very well that night because you amped yourself up all day long. So our adrenal glands, most people unfortunately are already in a state of stress. So the adrenal glands are already taxed. They're already overstimulated. We have way too much stimulation here in the world that we live in today and not enough relaxation. So do yourself a favor, wean down off of caffeine. The way that I recommend doing that, and this is what I use in my programs as well, there's a really great brand called Traditional Medicinals, okay? I'm not going to show you the picture of it now. I didn't even plan on talking about all this, but once again, I just get downloads of information. It's like a lightning bolt. I start receiving it and I start speaking it. So after this video though, I will put it in the comments. It's called Traditional Medicinals. It's organic. It's a very reputable company. It's very reasonably priced. I know for sure you can find it at like Kroger, H-E-B, if you're here in the Bryan College Station area, Brazos Natural Foods, Village Foods, of course, Whole Foods, Sprouts, places like that. Get yourself some green tea bags. Make yourself on your own at home. Don't get already packaged stuff. Make it with the water in a stainless steel pot, preferably filtered water, all that. Make yourself some green tea and start weaning down off of caffeine that way. Maybe it'll take you 2 weeks and that's okay. The thing is you don't want to stop it cold turkey because you will have withdrawal symptoms. Who wants to go through having the headache and all that other stuff? If you're real hardcore and you choose to, that's fine. Go for it, but you don't necessarily have to. So you can wean yourself off by using the green tea because that's exactly what I do for people in my program, and wean yourself down to where you don't have any, caffeine at all. You don't require any stimulants at all. Your body will then start to naturally balance itself back out given that you are changing your lifestyle, right? Meaning the foods and the beverages that you're putting into your body, that you're taking care of yourself, you're getting enough sleep, you're really focusing on, calming yourself down, being in line emotionally, you're focusing on your thoughts, whatever it is that you're obsessing over, thinking about, focusing on, those things are all really, really important. And reach out if you have any questions about anything. If you're catching the live or if you're on the replay and you have any comments, comment below. But I honestly recommend, people ask me all the time, especially when they start my program, they freak out because it's like, no caffeine. So even if it takes you the whole 21-day transformation challenge to wean off of the caffeine, that's okay too, right? Like whatever it takes, but weaning down off the caffeine because our adrenal glands are so important. They're like the master gland of the body. Actually, but this here, our pineal gland really is the master gland of the body, but the adrenals don't fall far behind. So the adrenals are responsible for making hormones, and when your hormones and stuff get out of whack, then there's going to be a big storm going on in the body. There's going to be, challenges and things being balanced and your body having optimal health. So it really is important, and I highly encourage you to wean down off of caffeine. And if you have an obsession or potentially an addiction is what I usually call it, if you have an addiction of caffeine, then yeah, that's just your sign right there that your adrenal glands are not functioning properly at 100%. So you get to wean yourself down off of the caffeine with the traditional medicinals green tea. Teresa says, I was drinking like 3 sodas a day before I joined Mandy's program. It has almost been 1 year since I had a soda and it feels great. Yeah, that's fantastic, sister. Congratulations. That's awesome. Another thing too. Hey, what's up, Lindsay? I saw you just joined. How are you, beauty? A lot of people drink coffee, and so sometimes they're like, I don't really require the caffeine. And even if they're drinking decaf coffee, they're like, I just like the taste of coffee. There's something called Ticino. It's spelled Teecino, I believe. Either way, I'm going to post the link for you in the comments after I finish this video, but it's called Ticino, and it's a lady that used herbal tea, and it tastes literally just like coffee. And I think recently she came out with some herbal coffee as well, but it's all decaf, and it's super healthy for your body. It has antioxidants, and herbs are basically plant food, plant medicine, God's medicine for us here. So these things would be a great way, once again, to wean yourself down off of the caffeine. So maybe you love coffee, and you love having your hot cup of coffee first thing in the morning, or warm, or however you choose to have it. Then you could potentially get the Ticino, and you can start mixing that with the coffee that you have now, and then you can start, making the difference in terms of, you're cutting it with the Ticino, and you're using your regular coffee, and then you slowly start to wean down where all you're drinking then is the Ticino, right? Sound good? Give me some thumbs up and hearts. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Louise Hay says, Louise Hay, right? Hey, that's awesome. I love Louise Hay. Louise says, y'all, I drank SF Red Bull. I don't know what SF is, but I drank Red Bull for years. Then my adrenals gave out in 2007, like they don't work anymore. Yeah, sister. So it's very, very common. And a lot of people do have adrenal dysfunction, and they typically don't even realize that's what's going on. And because they are constantly putting the caffeine in their body to stimulate their body, they feel like they have energy and they feel like they're fine. But cancel on the butt, and you try to tell those people to wean down off of caffeine, even though they're like, no, I'm fine, I don't require caffeine. Well, then you're like, okay, let's wean down off caffeine. And next thing you know, they're like, you know what? I do. I have a caffeine addiction. I require caffeine to get going in the morning. I don't feel good. I'm having a headache. I'm having withdrawals. So it's okay, right? We get to love it. We get to let it be okay. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. This is a journey. Life is a journey. I've had my own fair share of a journey, right? So I'm here now being able to be authentic and share with you guys all the stuff that I've been through to come to this point that I am here now at 36 years young. So, I used to do caffeine and all that stuff as well. So I'm not here above anybody trying to act like I've always been Miss Perfect. That's not the case. But the main thing is health is super, super important. I don't know about you guys, but I'm choosing to live to like 100 and something years old. I'm choosing to be like the female version of Jack LaLanne. Like, I love this life. I love my life. I love me. And I love being here, and I love supporting others. So I'm choosing to take care of myself. And that's why I'm here, because I have all this knowledge and wisdom and tools and techniques and things that I've learned over the last like 4.5 years. And I'm super passionate about sharing that with others. Nathan says, after 20 years, she still talks fast. Yeah, you know what, Nathan? Feel my love for you. I do talk fast, and I think really fast, guys. I really do. And if I try to slow down, it's a challenge for me, because when I slow down, it totally throws me off. So if I talk too fast for you, just go back and catch the replay. So I'm pretty sure I got all that stuff out there. Just main thing is I'm about to do this workout. If you have health challenges and you have some stuff going on, please take caution before doing this workout if you choose. Also, I said this earlier, but this little trampoline was like $24 at Walmart. I've seen them at the Bryan and the that location out there off of like 2818. I'm trusting that they still have some. I know Selena got herself one. I got the one that's turquoise. They also have the one with black. So they're super cute, and they're small, and they're only like 24 bucks. So get yourself one, and then you have no more excuses about not being able to work out, because I'm going to show you some stuff right here. Also too, you guys, you don't require a gym membership. Like, literally just walk out your front door and take a walk. That is a form of exercise in itself. So don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like something has to be perfect. Don't feel like because you're not able to do it a certain kind of way that you can't do anything at all, because that's not true, because you can. You can take small little steps, right? And everything that you start doing on a daily basis, all those small little steps will eventually start to equating to making really big, huge leaps and steps and bounds and leaps and bounds, right? Makes sense? Feel my love and appreciation, guys. Y'all are freaking awesome. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I already have it set up. I got my little tripod going. So there's my little trampoline right there. I also put a mat over here on the floor because I'm going to do some stuff on the mat. And we're going to start out, I'm just going to do kind of some basic stuff to give you guys an idea. I'm pretty sure y'all can see me good. So we're going to start here with sort of, just like a light jump, like where you're just kind of lightly jumping on the trampoline. It doesn't have to be anything too major. Maybe I should move it up a tad. It doesn't have to be anything too major, but you're moving the body, you're getting the blood flowing, you're getting the heart rate up, right? You're getting the heart rate up. And you're starting to move your lymphatic system, which, like I was saying earlier, is really, really important for health, is to stimulate the lymphatic system. I think the other thing I didn't mention, too, was our heart actually beats to pump the blood through our body. But we don't have anything to move our very, very crucial lymphatic system. That's why we require movement. When you think about our ancestors and what they used to do and how they used to be out plowing the field and chasing buffalo with spears and stuff like that, like that's exercise, and that's how our bodies as human beings are meant to function, for us to have movement in our life, okay? So I just want to throw that in there. That's why exercise is important. And like I said, even if you can't exercise and go to a gym, that's okay. So here we go. We're going to do like some light jumping, then potentially like some arm circles. You can do arm circles to work your shoulders, to warm up the capillaries and the stuff in your shoulders, whether you choose to jump or not. Crisscross, this is kind of fun. This also works your glutes and your inner and outer thighs. So as you see, I'm kind of alternating back and forth, but you can do over and over with like one leg in front, however you choose to do it. Get creative. Then high knees. This is a good one. So you're basically trying to bring your knees like up to your chest. High knees. Then you can go like side to side. This is going to work your obliques. The obliques are responsible for like us twisting our body. So you can go side to side. You can even like stand on here and twist. This is also a really great way to like work your stabilization. You could like work on balancing, like standing on here with one leg, balancing, tree pose, however you choose to do it. That's actually tree pose, but either way, so you can work on stabilization and balancing. What else? Yeah, just staying really low and jumping really low. That's really going to isolate your quads, which is the top parts of your legs. You can stay low and like jump back and forth. Try to make sure I don't jump off this thing. That'd be cool. So jump back and forth. And then, yeah, I think I pretty much showed you all that. That's just some variations of different things you can do on the trampoline. Then you can also use it too. I have a mat right here on the floor, so I'm going to put my knees on it. And you can do push-ups, like your modified push-ups here, to work your chest, your shoulders, your anterior deltoids, and your triceps. So you can do some push-ups like this. Or you can obviously stand on your toes too. You don't have to do a modified if you're strong enough. You can do your regular push-ups here. So this is a lot more of a challenge because this is an unstable surface. So as I'm doing my push-ups on here, it's going to work a lot of your core as well. So that's chest. What else did I put on here? Yeah. Oh yeah, so then just basic squats. So feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Make sure you keep your chest up. You're sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. So the weight's going to be in the heels of your feet. So you're sitting back, squats here. This is what it looks like from the front. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Keep your chest up. Put your hands in front of you if you choose. You can obviously too do this with weights. But because, like I said, this is an unstable surface, it's actually going to be working and triggering more muscle fibers in the muscles, right? Because it's an unstable surface. So working out on here is going to be a lot different than like doing your squats and stuff on the floor. Then, now, this is going to be for your more advanced peeps. I'm going to move it up just a little bit so you can see me better. So you can put 1 foot on here, more advanced peeps. 1 foot on here, and you can do reverse lunges. So over and over, like I said, this is an unstable surface, so it really is firing up some muscle fibers big time because it's unstable. So you can do your right leg, you can do your left leg. You could also, these are the more advanced moves, I want to keep repeating that. You can also do a lunge here. So your same leg over and over, or you can alternate legs. So you can do a forward lunge. Just make sure in your lunge that you keep the knee directly over the ankle. That's key, okay? So even here with the reverse lunge, you want to make sure that your form is on point. Then this is a little bit more advanced too, but you can do this here. This really gets the heart rate up. So there's a lot of things you can do. So obviously my heart rate's up. It's a very good cardiovascular workout. Stimulates the lymphatic system. Supports the body in detoxing. Supports the body in getting rid of cellulite, because essentially it's supporting the body in detoxing. And I choose to remember if I said this earlier, but the fat cells actually hold acids and hold toxins. So as you start to lose weight and lean down, chances are you're going to have some symptoms where you're not going to feel very good because your body's releasing the toxins. So just know and understand that's what's going to happen. And it's okay, right? It's okay to have that. So, also too, just remember after you work out that you cool down and you stretch, you know, put your arm across your chest, stretch your shoulders, put your arm behind your head, stretch your triceps, stretch your legs. Most people know how to do your stretches. If not, just check out some videos on YouTube. And so, like I was saying earlier too, make sure you're drinking enough water. It's so, so important. Water is the vehicle to remove toxins from the body. Most people, unfortunately, are dehydrated. So make sure that you're getting enough water into your life. My recommendation is about 3 liters of water to like a gallon of water, okay? A gallon is about 128 ounces. Hey, what's up, Ashley? How are you? Hey, Alyssa Smith, Rob, Kelly Barnett. All you guys started tuning in when I was getting my workout on. Yeah, and feel my love and appreciation for everybody that shared this video, because the thing is, guys, you know, some people may be super fit, super healthy, and all these things, but then we have a lot of people, unfortunately, sending love out to my fellow brothers and sisters that aren't super healthy, right? And maybe they're sitting at home and they're on medications and they don't have anyone to turn to. They don't have anyone that believes in them, that believes that they can heal their body, that believes they can turn things around. And guess what? I'll be their cheerleader. I believe in you. So feel free to comment on this video, whether you're watching the live or you're catching the replay, and send me a private Facebook message. Because I believe in you, and I know for a fact that you can turn your health around and you can heal your life, you can heal your body, and it's a very beautiful thing. So if it resonates with you, share this video. Also, make sure that you're tuned in for my live Facebook, so turn your notifications on. I think there's a button on here somewhere. Click that so that you're signed up for my live notifications. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Feel my love, sister. I trust that you'll be there on Saturday. And so I'll just repeat that again. Saturday, Northgate Juice Joint, noon to 2 p.m. If you're not in the Bryan-College Station area, but you have friends that are here, then please share this information with them. Go to my timeline. I have the event on my timeline, but share the information with them about my event. I'm going to be talking to people about how to make the shift into living a holistic lifestyle. It's not as hard as you may think it is, right? So I'm going to be able to support you with that. We also have like some free giveaways and stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Northgate Juice Joint is beautiful. She has a lot of organic juice smoothies, salads, wraps, all kinds of stuff. Hey, what's up, Mark? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So whether you're in the Bryan-College Station area or not, if you know people in this area, do me a favor and share the info with them, because I'm trusting I'm going to have an amazing turnout with a bunch of amazing peeps so that I can share all of this knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, so the Northgate Juice Joint event, and if you're challenged with any kind of sugar cravings, which a lot of people are, guys, go to my website, www.mandyfonville.com. I put the link above this video. There is a free guide on there about how to kick the sugar cravings, and it has 3 recipes that taste really, really delicious that can support you in satisfying your sugar craving in a very healthy way. So go to my website, download that for free, and then also ladies only. So this is a group for females only that I created, because we actually break down energetically and emotionally before we break down physically. So if you're experiencing physical symptoms, there is a very, very high likelihood, and let's just say yes, there is an emotional component to it. So if you're breaking down physically, there's something emotional and energetic that you get to discover and work on. You get to bring it to the surface, you get to love it and transform it, and you get to fully feel it, and that's how you actually can shift and transform your life. And I'm living proof. Hello, and this is what I teach people to do as well. So it's a very beautiful thing. So I have a free group. It's called the 4-Day Emotional Detox Challenge. It's for females only, but there's a lot of videos in there that can support you in detoxing emotionally, digging deep, figuring out exactly what could potentially be going on and what you could potentially have functioning that's causing you to have self-destructive, self-sabotaging behavior. Because if you're one of those people that's like, you know, I want to lose weight, I want to get healthy, but then you keep on doing your same stuff over and over, and it's like a cycle, which for most people it is, because, you know, as human beings, we actually are creatures of habit. So what it takes is to literally consciously make the decision to do something different. That's why I'm always talking about consciousness, that we require thinking about our thoughts moment to moment to moment to moment. Because if you're choosing to transform your life and make a change, it's going to start with you making the decision to make a change, to do something different. And the beautiful thing about that is you can make that choice, and we all have that ability to make that choice. We all have the power to transform our lives, right? It's as simple as making a choice to make a change. I use that hashtag all the time because it's so true. And once you're like feeling freedom of like, you know what? You mean I get to have a choice? I get to have a choice in what I'm thinking about. I get to have a choice in what I'm believing about or focusing on or obsessing on. It's almost like you're a kid waking up on Christmas morning, you know, the excitement begins. You realize that you can have the life that you truly desire. That is another thing I'm most passionate about. And I will talk about that forever, always, because it's what transformed my life. So the group is called the 4-Day Emotional Detox Challenge. It's for females only. The link is above this video. Click that little link, send a member request. I will approve your request for the group, and then I will tag you in a post that talks about what the group is about and support you in how to navigate the group. But once again, it's really hardcore videos, dropping the truth bombs, and there's some assignments in there too that could potentially support you in digging deeper and finding out what's going on with you. So Film 11 Appreciation, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, Gustavo, Kristen, and Chastity? I see that you guys tuned in. Film 11 Appreciation and my gratitude for everybody who is here right now. Hey, what's up, Laura Bailey? How are you, beauty? And once again, if this video resonates with you, or if I said something in this video that really struck a chord, show your appreciation for me by sharing this video on your timeline, because I'm choosing to serve millions and millions of people, and I'm only one woman. Yes, I'm short. I have a lot of energy. I do talk fast, and I'm very loud, but I'm only one woman. So chances are, if you were to share this on your timeline, there's people that you're able to reach that would have never known of me otherwise. So you're actually supporting me and supporting them through you, right? So once again, Film 11 Appreciation, my gratitude. I trust that this video served you guys and it gave you some really great information and knowledge. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below on the video here or send me a private Facebook message. Whether you're catching the replay or you're watching the live video, make sure you're tuned in for my my live. Sign up for the live notifications. I choose to know exactly how to say it. I know it's somewhere on here for you guys. And have an amazing Thursday night, and have an amazing Friday and amazing weekend. And I trust I'll see you Saturday at the Northgate Juice Joint from noon to 2. Mwah! Bye, guys. Feel my love. Bye.